I may have gone a little bit overboard. Hey guys, welcome back and thank you so much for joining me for my long-awaited review of the clothing brand Quince. So I've heard about Quince for a while now, but they seem to currently be sponsoring every vlogger and podcaster that I listen to, so they've kind of been more on my mind recently. So I decided to give them a try. Just a disclaimer that I am not at all affiliated with Quince. They don't know who I am or that I'm doing this. I spent my own money, a lot of my own money, as you're about to see. However, I do get a discount for signing up for their emails. I got a discount, and then I get a referral code that I can share with others. Everyone who shops with them can get this. If this review is helpful to you and you are interested, you can reach out to me and I can give you a discount code for $20 off a $100 order, which is better than the discount you get from Quince for signing up for their emails, which is $20 off a $200 order, but I can only share them one at a time. So if this is helpful to you and you want to help me out, because I'll get like a referral points or something too, send me an email or DM me on Instagram with your email address and I will send you that referral link. You can find all my contact information and social links on the About page of my channel here. So just quickly, if you haven't heard of Quince before, their whole deal is that they offer sustainable and high quality items at an affordable price point. They're known for their silk, linen, cashmere materials, and they do seem to offer a lot of transparency. They show like the breakdown in their costs for all their materials and manufacturing and shipping. For each item, they give a traditional retail comparison price, and they actually compare it against comparable items from similar quality brands. They show where each piece was manufactured, and they also save money by shipping directly from their manufacturers. So your orders will probably come in multiple separate packages, which if you're like me means you get about 20 different bags over the course of a couple weeks. But I just figured it couldn't be as good as they claimed, so I kind of went down a rabbit hole. If you know me, you know that I do a lot of research about things like this. So I did a lot of research on reviews and feedback from regular people giving reviews. It is a little tricky to find unsponsored reviews like on YouTube, so hopefully this helps you. But I figured out a couple things. So first of all, there definitely seem to be some styles and materials that are not worth it, but some that people really love and swear by. So it seems like you really have to be selective or like try things for yourself and figure out what you like or what's going to work for you. Number two is I found really mixed reviews on their claims about sustainability and environmental consciousness, but bottom line seems to be that they are relatively good for the price. Some styles and materials, again, are more or less recommended highly. And number three is to take the reviews on their website with a grain of salt, because for some items there are thousands of reviews. They're almost all complimentary. Some of them seem to be duplicates. And I've also read that some people said their negative reviews were removed from the site. I did take the reviews into account when I was trying to figure out like fit and sizing, but it actually turns out that one of the ways you can earn like those reward points is by reviewing products and adding photos to your reviews. So that's probably why there are so many reviews, because they really do incentivize people to do it. I'm about to post a couple reviews myself to get some of those reward points. So I went through the entire site, marked a bunch of things as favorites, and for my initial order I picked about 12 items that were around like $500 total, which is an average of $41 a piece, and that's actually not that bad, right, if they're as luxurious as they claim and high quality as they claim. But personally I thought some of the prices were a little high, but some of them actually seemed surprisingly affordable. It is sort of interesting that when you look at the customer reviews of each item, there's sort of like a sliding scale for each review where they, rate the size and the length, was it true to size? But one of the sliders is, was it expensive or was it an unbeatable price? So they really push the price thing. So also just a note that I'm really only considering the clothing and actually just the women's clothing here, but they also sell bags, jewelry, housewares, travel things, like men's clothes, kids' clothes. They have lots more. I know a lot of people love their sheets and their purses. I'm only trying the women's clothing here. But I, ordered a bunch of stuff fully expecting that I would need to return probably a lot of the items due to fit or just because I didn't like them once I tried them on. Quince has a very generous 365-day return policy with no shipping or restocking fees for most items, as long as it is unwashed and like unworn with the tags attached. But just beware, because they do say, like in the fine print, that the payment methods return policies supersede their own policies. So for example, if you pay by PayPal, PayPal's policy only allows for refunds up to 180 days. I actually usually order things through PayPal or pay for things through PayPal, but I ended up putting these orders on my credit card, even though I probably won't be hanging on to them for months and months, but just to get the full 365-day length of the return period. I've heard mixed things about the return process. Some people say that it's very arduous and they really ask you to like give a lot of details about exactly what's wrong with things and how they fit. But a lot of people also say that it went very smoothly and it's very quick and easy to do returns and exchanges. So we'll see, because as you see when I try things on, I'm definitely going to be returning and exchanging some stuff. So as far as like my methodology, I picked things that I liked and that I would actually wear. I kind of have a one in, one out rule in my closet. I know this is gonna look like a lot, but I have been on a little bit of a resizing journey over the last couple years. I've actually been putting off replacing a lot of things that I really should probably get rid of, but I was, hanging on to them in the hopes that they would fit again one day. I don't think that's going to be the case. Now that I have some nice things to replace them with, I am more happy to get rid of things that don't fit me just to make room, so they don't take up space and, just don't make me feel happy by seeing them hanging there. I also didn't necessarily want to get anything that would be like a duplicate to something I already own, like black pants, just to like try it out. So except for basic things, you'll see there's some t-shirts, but I pretty much did get different types of items or things in different colors than what I already have. And I was able to pair everything together. When you see this try on, I am going to be showing you exclusively Quince outfits, and really it's pretty perfect for capsule wardrobes because they do have so many, styles that pair together, things in like the same color across multiple pieces or the same materials across multiple pieces. So you'll see how I pair everything together. So my personal experience of the ordering process, one of the ways again that they save money is by shipping directly from their factories. So without having warehouses or stores, every order was split into multiple shipments. So I got lots and lots of separate packages. As I unpacked each order, I really expected that I was either going to hate things as I pulled them out and saw them in person, or, as I tried them on, I wouldn't like them. But actually most of the styles and the cuts really seem to suit me. Just, by way of description, I'm 5'4", I'm kind of curvy, hourglass, apple-y, so I have a hard time sometimes fitting things, mid-size, so I don't always have a great experience shopping, and especially when I can't try things on in advance. But I was really pleasantly surprised by how much I really did like most things, right out of the package. So I am going to try on a ton of clothing for you. You're gonna watch that now, and I hope you enjoy. So I may have gone a little bit overboard, but this was over the course of 3 different orders. I've already been wearing a lot of this stuff, and I bought it fully expecting that I would return at least a third to a half of it. And as I go through my list, you will see what I'm deciding to keep or exchange or return. Also, before I start, just a note about sizes, because people always ask like, oh, what size are you wearing? I am 5'4". It doesn't matter what size I'm wearing. What matters is I followed the size guide on the website per my own body measurements, and I recommend that you do the same. I always recommend that. Almost every place lists like the actual dimensions for each size, like whatever is the size that they carry. I highly recommend that. I will mention when I sized up or if I sized down per, you know, my own feelings or how the reviews seem to skew, but just go by what your measurements are. And I'll just say for the most part, like everything was pretty much true to size for me. I'll mention where that differs. So let's start with what I have on right now. And as you can see, I'm maybe not fully sold on everything. So these are the stretch mid-rise slim straight jeans. I had to wait for a little while for my size and inseam length to come back into stock in the kind of medium, I guess this is the dark wash that I wanted. So these were $50, which I think is like pretty reasonable. I'm just not 100% sold on them. And that's because they have a little stretch. Like, I'm actually pleasantly surprised with the amount of stretch that they have, but they do still feel like a little bit stiff and tight. I don't know if maybe, you know, over time they would wear, they'll break in a little bit, but I'm not like fully sold on the stiffness, and I'm just not sure about the length. Looking at them now, maybe they look okay, but I felt like they were like a tiny bit too short, just a little awkwardly short, and I wouldn't really want to go any longer because I'm only 5'4", and I got, you know, the inseam length that suits me. To go any longer would be like 2 inches longer, and I think that's too long, but I wish they were like 1 inch longer. So I don't know, the price is good, and the actual, you know, materials, the make of them, the quality is very good, but I'm not like fully sold on the jeans. Now, something I am fully sold on is this t-shirt. This is the cotton modal v-neck tee, and actually they do like a little price break when you get 3 of them. So I got it in gray, I also got it in black, and I got it in navy blue, and then when you check out with like the 3-pack bundle, it says, do you also want to add one other piece? So I also got it in gray in the scoop neck. They are so soft, like a perfect fit, perfectly flowy, smooth. Like, I don't know how else to describe it except that they really are like a perfect feeling t-shirt. Again, I went true to size. I've been wearing this almost every day since I got them, and it's just, you know, let me pull this off just so you can see the sleeves, but like the sleeves are a great length. They're not too short, they're not too awkwardly long. I feel like they hit me at a good spot. I feel like you know, the body is a good length, like it hits kind of just below hip level. On me, I do have like a high waist, so maybe it's hip length for normal people, average people, but I just feel like it's just a great fit for me, and the modal is such a nice material. Like I said, super soft and smooth with just like the right amount of stretch. It's just very, very nice. So big fan of these shirts. I wish they came in more colors because I've pretty much gotten all the colors that are colors I would wear, but it's just a great basic piece, and I've seen a lot of good things about their, you know, t-shirts and tank tops and bodysuits. So I think for the basics, and really the original price, I forget what it was, maybe they were like $18 a piece and they went to $15 when you do the bundle, but I think the price was very, very reasonable. And then on top, this is kind of a random last minute addition. This is the French Terry modal cardigan. The price was $40. Got it in black, obviously. And I don't know, because it wasn't even something that I was like looking at originally, but I just came across it, I guess. And I've been looking for more of like a lightweight cardigan kind of thing, a little more casual to wear, not like a zip up hoodie. So this is, you know, kind of a flyaway front. It has a really nice ribbed, hopefully you can see this, but sort of like a ribbed trim, pretty wide trim the whole way down the front and around the neckline, so it forms this kind of shawl collar, and then the same ribbed trim on the cuffs, which have thumb holes, which if you know me, you know I can't resist a thumb hole, plus really nice deep pockets, and they're like sewn in pockets. I've had some things, actually I think there's something on this rack, where the pockets are sort of like inner pouches that are sewn in. I'm not a huge fan of that. So these are really nice pockets, and just like the length is great. You know, you could wear it with leggings or anything where you want to hide your backside. So I really love this. And again, that modal material is just like super soft and almost liquidy feeling. It just feels wonderful, and it's also a great weight. I actually was just wearing this out yesterday. Yes, I know the tag's still on. I'll remove it because I'm keeping it. But I was just wearing this, and it was like cool in the morning, then it got warmer in the afternoon, and I never had to take this off. It was just the perfect weight, you know, just to keep you warm but not too warm. So really loving this piece for sure. And I think you know, I haven't really tried any of their other loungewear, but they have a whole loungewear and pajamas section, so based on this I might be inclined to try more of their actual loungewear pieces. Now before I change too much, I wanted to just put on this Mongolian cashmere cardigan sweater. So Quince is known for their Mongolian cashmere, their famous $50 cashmere sweater. This one is actually $80, and again, you know, I was looking for kind of a lightweight cardigan sort of thing. This one seemed like it was pretty thin and lightweight. It's still, it is thin, and it's very soft to the touch, but it's still like a little heavier and warmer than I would have liked. And I know everyone says how soft and wonderful their cashmere is, and again, it's very nice and soft, but for me, it's like a little uncomfortable directly against the skin. So I think this one's probably going to be a return. It's just not exactly what I was looking for. Not a huge fan of like the crew neck, you know, kind of high necked round neck. So I have some other sweaters and cardigans that I'll show that I think are going to be a little bit more what I was looking for. Okay, so here on top we have the 100% organic cotton oversized cardigan, and I keep going back and forth on this one because it is very soft. Like the material almost feels silky, but it's a very heavy knit, and it's just, like it says, oversized, so it really is very large, you know, good deep pockets, just an open front. I'm thinking this is probably going to be a return, just because every time I look at it, like, it's super soft and comfy to wear. It's just kind of like a lot bigger and looser than I personally would like, and especially the sleeve, if you can see how it sort of bloops out. Not a huge fan of like how big and loose the sleeves are. So just for that reason, for kind of how it fits on me, it's not exactly what I'm looking for. But if you like a big oversized chunky knit, this is definitely that. So again, it's really nice. It's just not exactly what I was looking for. I'm wearing it over the washable stretch silk tank, and this is in the color aubergine, which is a beautiful purple color. And this was one of the reasons why I ended up making 3 orders, because I really wanted this one and the color was sold out. So I ended up getting it in this gray color, which I think is called Lava Smoke. Yes, Lava Smoke. So I had this one, and then the purple came back in stock, so I ordered this one as well, and I'll show you in a minute why I specifically wanted the purple, besides it being just a really beautiful, rich kind of color. I've found recently, I think just the colors that are in style, you know, it's a lot of neutrals and pastels and earth tones, and that's not really like my personal color palette. I love the jewel tones and like the more rich colors, so I'm really happy to see that Quince has a lot of those options. They have a ton of neutrals and 50 shades of beige also, but they definitely have some more of these like rich jewel tone kind of colors. So I was really happy to get this aubergine. I think it looks really nice, and just this washable silk that they have, it's like a little bit of stretch, it's super flowy, it feels like liquidy, it's really lovely. I have several tops that I'll show you in this material, and I really like them. So let me pull this off just so you can see again how the sleeves are, but I think, you know, like the armholes are a good size. They're not cut down too low to see inside, and yeah, it's just a very simple top. They have these in, you know, spaghetti strap. I think they have round neck kind of shell ones, but anything in this material I'm really liking. So this top is quite possibly my favorite piece that I got from Quince. This is the washable stretch silk sleeveless blouse. It was one of the first pieces that I got. It's $50. It was like the first thing that I pulled out, and I was like, oh, this stretch silk is really nice. Again, just super smooth and flowy. I do like, and I'm not sure if you can see this detail, but I like that this blouse has a little kind of flap on the front, so it almost gives it the look of like a button-down shirt. And also on the back it has like a little pleat, I forget what this is called, at the collar. So again, it has sort of the elements of a button down, but it's just like that nice stretchy flowy top. I've worn this now for work and a couple different events. Again, the sleeves are like just nicely you know, wide, and it's just sleeveless, so you can easily wear a jacket or a cardigan or something over it. And this is 100% my favorite thing. It only comes in 3 colors right now: black, white, and like a garnet red kind of color, which was out of stock, but I probably am about to order that one as well, because this is really, again, my favorite style so far, and I hope that they make more. I think it's like a newer style for them, so it seems to be selling good if it's selling out. So hopefully this becomes available in more colors. And I'm going to pair it with the lightweight cotton cashmere cardigan. This is $40, yep. And this is the type of cardigan that I was looking for. It's much thinner and, you know, lightweight. It has, you know, it does button, but you can obviously wear it open, more of a V-neck, not the round, you know, crew neck style, so you can button it shut. But this is really like my favorite kind of style and cut of cardigan, and the weight is just perfect. Definitely much more what I was looking for in a cardigan. And you know, it still is the cashmere, but it's cotton cashmere. It's more of a blend, so I think that helps to make it feel a little softer to me, and a little more thin and lightweight. So comes in hits, you know, again, kind of just below hip level, a couple inches below hip level on me, and I am definitely going to keep this one because it's one of my favorites, and might get a couple more colors of this as well. So in case you were getting tired of watching me in the jeans, I have a new pair of pants. These are the Ultra Stretch Ponte Straight Leg 4-pocket pants, and they really do have 4 usable pockets. There's 2 back pockets which are sewn shut, so I haven't unstitched those, and then there's 2 front pockets, and they're really deep, like they go down this far down my leg, so you can absolutely fit a phone or whatever else in there. And the pants are super stretchy, very comfortable. I'm a big fan of Ponte pants for work. I have some from, well, I have a bunch of brands, but I have like the Beta brand yoga pant dress pants, and those also have like pretty deep pockets, and they're really super stretchy and comfortable. They have a little faux button on them, I believe. These are just a flat front, but they do have real belt loops. So they're, you know, I would compare them kind of to that. They're super comfortable. I got these in my regular size per their size chart, and I almost like, I'm just on the fence about whether I should have sized up one, because I could see them maybe, I mean, they're very comfortable. I don't know, I'm really on the fence. I could probably size up one, but then they might feel too loose. So I'm just not 100% on, do I want to keep them? Do I want to size up? Do I want to just return them? But they're very nice, and like a good weight, good stretch, very comfortable. Again, like my true to size is comfortable. I probably would keep them in this size if I keep them. The top is the washable stretch silk reversible v-neck blouse, and it's actually in the color navy, which on the website looks like a much more of a bright blue, and in reality it's very dark. It's almost black. So first of all, I got this and another top in navy, and I just, you know, they don't look like they were represented on the website, so I'm probably gonna, well, I'll return this one, I'll tell you in a minute, but the other one I'm probably gonna exchange for actual black. Like if it's gonna look like that, I might as well just get it in black. You know that I am a sucker for anything that's like reversible, multifunctional, and this one, you know, has the v-neck in the front, and then on the back it has this like pearl button closure, which is very cute detail. And so, you know, you can reverse that and have the little button in the front. For me, it's the button opening comes down a little low, like the keyhole opening here comes down a little low to be doing this on the front. So for me, you know, I don't love the color, I don't love the reversibility, and I feel like the fit's just a little strange. A lot of their pieces do have more of a boxy fit, which is fine, but I feel like this one just isn't as flattering of a cut. It's just like this straight across bottom. It has these little kind of side vents, and I just don't love this one. And it is my regular true size. It just feels very large. I don't know, maybe if I had sized down one, but I'm not loving it, so probably gonna return this one. Now here's another top that I am loving. This is the washable stretch silk dolman sleeve blouse, and I love that it has a little bit of a sleeve, so you could wear it, you know, just as a short sleeve top on its own. It also has a little bit of a faux button down. It has like a single button in the front and this little kind of almost notched collar, so I think it's really cute. It does have more of a, you know, a low back, like a high-low hemline, and I have worn this. I've tucked it in, so you know, you could tuck it, you can untuck it if you don't mind having this little bit of a tail in the back. This is in the color Wine Tasting, which is sort of that garnet red color, and they have it in a couple other colors. This was one that I ordered in the navy, thinking that it was a little bit more of a brighter blue or a brighter navy. It's almost black, so I'm just gonna return that, probably exchange it for the actual black in that case. And then I'm pairing it with the 100% cotton knit blazer. Now for this one, I ordered my true size, and I knew from the reviews that the sleeves were like a little odd of a length and they're sort of polarizing. I don't know if I love it. It's like a bracelet length sleeve, so just, you know, a little bit of your wrist sticks out of the sleeves. It's otherwise like super comfy, soft. You know, it's a little heavy. It is a little bit of a knit, but it's, you know, a more, I don't know, casual version of a blazer if you want to wear, you know, a blazer type jacket with the collar and everything. I love the length. It comes sort of just below butt level on me. It does have pockets, but they're kind of like a little high, and people mention that as well. Like, I wouldn't really be using them to like stick my hands in. I'd want my hands more down here. So they're a little awkward for actually using. And then it's just, you know, totally open front, no buttons or anything. So I really like it in general. I just wonder if the sleeve length is going to bug me. I do actually really like, you know, like a 3/4 sleeve. So I was kind of playing with, if I roll the sleeves up, like if I, you know, if I did one roll of the sleeve, then it would sort of look intentional. But should I have to roll up the sleeves of a $70 jacket? I really like them this length, honestly. So let me know what you think. You know, it's kind of sweatery. I like that it's a different sort of spin on a blazer. I really wish that they just were full length sleeves, or, you know, that they just went with 3/4 sleeves if that's what they wanted to do. But I do in general really like it. So what do you guys think about this jacket? So one more top, as I mentioned, you know, Quince is known for their Mongolian cashmere cardigans, and this is the Mongolian cashmere boat neck sweater, which I saw somebody else reviewed in a video, and it just looked so slouchy and cozy, and I was like, you know, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I love a boat neck. This I think also was, you know, out of stock, and I waited for it to come back in stock and made another order. I'm not loving it. The length is like a little short. Like if I raised my arms, there's my entire undershirt. So it's a little short. I think that's a function of the dolman sleeve. Maybe you can see it better on this side, but you know, because the sleeve ends like halfway down your body, moving your arms raises the whole thing. The boat neck, the person that I saw doing the review, it was like almost off their shoulder. It looked just so loose and casual. Maybe they sized way up, I don't know. But you know, the neck is not really like that. And again, maybe I'm not cultured enough to appreciate the cashmere, but to me, it just feels like it's not uncomfortable. It's not itchy and horrible. I've had some itchy, horrible sweaters, but it's just not as soft and smooth as I would like, especially directly against my skin. It is soft, like it's, you know, soft to touch, but I don't love it, and it's not, you know, exactly what I thought it was going to be. Also, this was another case where this is the navy color and it looks pretty much black, so don't love the color, don't love this sweater, so this one's probably going to be a return. But I like I like where they're going with it. It's just not exactly what I wanted. Okay, let's talk about this skirt first. This is the 100% washable silk skirt. So the same silk material as those tops that I liked, in a midi length skirt. This is in the color aubergine, which is that beautiful purple color that I was waiting for the top to come in. I'll show you why in a second. And I did size up one size from my typical size in this based on the reviews that I saw on the website. I have since seen some people's videos and things saying that they actually size down in this style. I feel like this is perfect for me. I'm sure it has to do with, you know, your body shape. I have a tummy, I'm kind of hourglass shaped. For me, sizing one size up in this one is perfect. And this was actually the first item that I unpacked when my Quince order came, and I pulled it out of the package and I was like, what is this? How does this work? Because there's actually this very thick elastic waistband that folds in. So there's no like visible waistband on the skirt, but it does have an elastic waist. So it's very nice in that way. It's cut on the bias, which is a fashion term that basically means they turn the piece of fabric kind of on the diagonal to cut it out instead of cutting it from a square shape. And that just kind of helps it be super flowy and kind of skim over your body. So it's really just very, very lovely. I really liked it. I think it's a great length, you know, to wear with flats, or it would be cute to wear with boots. I liked it so much. I got another one in black. And then this top is one of my favorite pieces probably, and I was really on the fence about it initially. This is the lightweight cotton cashmere link stitch dolman sweater. It's $40. It's my regular size. I got it in black. I wasn't 100% sure on it. I felt like maybe the sleeves lay a little weird, and I wasn't sure about like where it hits me, you know, at my hips. I just wasn't sure about like the overall fit, but I think this is such a cool piece. You know, it would be hard to layer because it is sort of it's not thick, but it's like a little bit heavier of a knit, and the sleeves come down sort of elbow length, so it would be hard. I just hate wearing things over things. Like if I'm going to be wearing a jacket or a sweater, I probably want a sleeveless or at least short sleeve top. So for me, I probably wouldn't like layer this, is what I'm saying. You need like the exact right temperature to wear this, where it's cool enough to be able to wear a sweater, but warm enough that it can be a short sleeve sweater. That said, I've worn this now for work and to some other places, and I just think it's like a really cool shape, and I really like it. It's very flattering, I feel like. And again, look here, it's paired, you know, with a skirt, and that looks really cool. It can be kind of formal looking. I've worn it with jeans, I wore it to work, so I'm really liking this top. So I've already shown you both of these pieces, but I'm just actually trying this for the first time to see if what I had in mind would work, because Quince has a lot of pieces that are in, you know, tops and bottoms in the same material, the same color, and that's actually kind of what I had in mind when I saw this aubergine top that was the same color as the skirt that I had already ordered, was that I could pair them together and make it sort of look like a dress. They do have actual dresses, like full-length dresses, shorter dresses in this silk material, which look very lovely, but I feel like I need a little bit more definition at the waist. And so I was just wondering, how would it look if I just got a matching top and skirt and, you know, tucked it in. So what do you think about this particular combo? Right, now we're moving on to dresses, and this was one that I was probably most excited about, and I think it's going to be a return. I'll tell you why. So this is the Tencel Jersey Ruched Waist dress. It's in my regular size. It was $50. It's, again, that really nice, soft, flowy, liquidy Tencel material. This is in the color navy, and in this case, it is more of like a bright blue. Like if the other things that were navy that look black were this color, that's what I was expecting. But it's a nice kind of little darker than royal blue. Has nice pockets. It has this, you know, the cute neckline, nice little sleeve. Here you can see the length. It's kind of like just below knee length on me, nice and swingy and light. Here's why I don't love it. Number one, I feel like the skirt's fine, but the top half is way too tight feeling on me, and it's very thin material. It's super stretchy, but it's like a real thin layer. I don't even know, I guess maybe the skirt feels like there's more layers to it because it has like the pocket layer. The skirt feels a little heavier. The top part, it just feels like there's nothing to it. And then like the ruched waist of it, so it's actually kind of gathered. It has like a flat band around the middle, and then it's sort of gathered right below that, which on the front, whatever, that's okay. On the back, I don't know if you guys can see this, the gathering is right above the waistband, and it sort of just looks, it looked really strange to me. I didn't like the way that this was sort of puckering looking on the back, or sort of, I don't even know how to describe it, but I didn't like the way that looks on the back. So for those reasons, I just don't love it. If it was like a little bit thicker of a material, and you know, maybe if I sized up, you know, I wouldn't have this problem, but it's a shame because, you know, the price I thought was good for what it is. The fabric itself is really lovely. I like the skirt part, I like the pockets, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted, and for $50, I don't want to keep it. While I'm wearing this, I'll also just show you my last cardigan piece. This is the Mongolian Cashmere open cardigan sweater in the color charcoal, my regular size. It's $100. So it's not, again, it's thicker than the thin sweater, but it's not like a big fat thick sweater. It is, you know, kind of soft again because it's that Mongolian cashmere. For me, I feel like it's still not super great against the skin. It has like this kind of awkward cowl neck sort of situation. I wasn't really even sure like how the neck was supposed to go, but that against the back of my neck, I do not love the feeling of. It does have nice pockets. Again, it has this kind of really thick fold over sort of neck opening that goes all the way down the front, kind of rounded, almost cocoon look. I like the look of it, but the material I'm not loving. And again, for $100, I don't think I'm probably gonna keep this one. It's really warm also, and I think that's probably due to the fact that there is like this double layer around your neck. So I don't know, I'm not $100 loving it. Okay, this is another dress that I was super excited about. This is the 100% European linen button front dress in black. It's my regular size, and it's only $50, which I think is a very good price for the linen that they are known for. Unfortunately, it just switched to fall like 2 days ago. It went straight from summer to fall, but man, if I had had this dress over the summer, this would have been like my go-to summer dress because the linen is like so light. It is not lined, and I think in a lighter color that could become dangerous, but in black, you know, it's probably okay. You might want to slip, I don't know, but it's just a really nice lightweight, really just single layer of linen. It does have good usable pockets. It's buttons totally down the front, so you could even do something, you know, where you unbutton it and wear it as like a cover-up sort of thing. It has this little tie belt, but it's not permanently attached, so you know, you could just not use it or switch it out for a different belt or whatever you want. I really like it. I like how it looks. The only thing is I feel like, again, the top half is maybe a little tight, and it's sort of, you know, not like I plan to wave my arms around a lot, but you can feel it like in the arms. It feels maybe a little tight around the rib cage, and so for those reasons I have been toying with the idea of exchanging it for one size up. I don't know. I don't think it would be a bad thing to do. Like, I don't think, you know, it wouldn't make it like crazy long or anything if I did that. So I probably will just exchange this and go up one size in this style. I also just wanted to mention, not shown here, is another similar linen dress. It's actually, oh, that's interesting. It's not linen. It's the vintage wash Tencel button front dress. So it's sort of like a mini version of this one. It only comes down to like above the knee. I really thought it was linen, but I guess it's like it's this vintage wash material, so it sort of looks linen-y. But it has like a couple buttons down the front and a little gathered waist thing. It's really cute too, and I totally could see wearing that all summer. But that one I also got in, again, my regular size, because that's what seemed to be fitting me, and that's way too small. I'm not even trying it on for you. It's going right back. I am going to exchange it for one size up, and you know, because again, I was really looking forward to that dress too, and so we'll see if that fits better, and I'll probably do the same with this one because I think it's really nice. Again, the linen is one of the materials that Quince is known for, so I'm not a huge linen wearer. I like a pair of linen pants for the summer, but I don't love necessarily a whole dress or a whole, you know, like a top or anything, but this is really, really nice. We've reached the final piece to try on. Can you believe it? This is the cotton cashmere ribbed sleeveless midi dress, and I sized up one size from my regular size. It's $60. This is in the color Heather Charcoal, which is a dark gray. I know it probably looks black on camera, but it is gray. So this one, man, I have such mixed feelings about. I think it's really cool. It's really elegant. I love the top part. I love the neckline. I love the way that the sleeves are cut. I love the look in general. But as I mentioned before, I feel like the column style dress does not really suit my body type. It's also one of those things like with the dolman sweater that I was talking about. It's knit and it's a heavy dress. And so you have to be in the right situation where it's cool enough that you can wear this heavy knit dress, but warm enough that it could be sleeveless. Also, I mentioned that I sized up. It is supposed to be midi length, and on me, one size up, it's like touching the tops of my feet. So, you know, it's more of a maxi length on me, but it has like a slit in the back so you can walk more easily, and I just think it's so cool. I really like the look, but even as I'm wearing it right now, it's like so heavy, like the weight of the dress is so heavy. I can feel that, you know, I would just worry that it would get stretched out, or like the armholes would stretch down, or I just can't think of a situation where I would wear it, and it's really a shame because I really, really like it and I want to keep it. The material is so soft and cozy. They do make a skirt in this material. It's a ribbed skirt, so it's like just the skirt part of this. But again, I've even heard in other people's reviews, like the skirt's kind of heavy and like weighs itself down. So I actually couldn't imagine having this as a skirt, because at least as a dress, you know, it's being held on at my shoulders, like however heavy it weighs, it's gonna stay on. I can just picture this heavy knit skirt just like sliding off your body. So I really, really like it. I think the price point is great, but for me, I just don't know if I can justify keeping it. I don't really have, like, I can't picture wearing this to work, this long, like, again, maxi length sweater dress. I can't picture that. I don't go to enough like formal events where I would want to wear it. I really love the style. I love how the top looks. Maybe in a different material, I don't know, but the material is like so nice and soft and cozy feeling. So I don't know, I really like it. And if you have a place in mind that you would want to wear this kind of dress, I think it's really cool and it's nicely made. It doesn't have pockets. I don't think you'd want pockets on a style like this where you kind of want it to be sleek. You could definitely layer over it, you know, just for example, you know, you could layer a jacket or a sweater or something over it, but then that kind of changes it too, because again, you lose the sort of cool architectural look of the top part. So I don't know, I really like it. I just don't know if I can justify keeping it without really a plan for wearing it. So I hope you found that interesting and helpful and enjoyed watching me try everything on and give my reviews. Again, I am totally unaffiliated with Quince, though Quince, if you're watching, call me. But if you are interested in a referral link, just email me or DM me with your email address. You can find all that contact information and social media links on the About page of my channel. While you're there, why don't you subscribe? Give me a thumbs up if you like this. I love doing these kinds of reviews of, you know, companies, things that I've been hearing about that hopefully you're hearing about too and you've been wondering about, that are totally unsponsored and truly honest. So thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.